Yo, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to another banger video. Hey, man, you already know how it is. Liking, commenting, and subscribing because we on the road to 2K, y'all. So, if you want to see your boy make it to 2,000 subscribers, then I highly recommend subscribing to the channel, liking the video, sharing this video with your friends, and convincing them to subscribe to the channel. It'll really help out with the YouTube algorithm. But hey, I got a good story for y'all. Y'all like my drug story. So today, it'll be the first time being high since 2023. Because I haven't been high since 2023. Alright? So here's the story. So it's a pretty short story, but I'm gonna tell you as much detail as I can. So, I was hanging out with some friends on this night, and we were having a good time, okay? That night, I ended up driving a Audi A4, yes. Y'all seen the video where I drove it, and I even got to launch it. So, hey, shout out to the person who let me drive and launch that motherfucker. Because he's a fucking real man. Like, most people, they won't let me drive their cars because they think I'm gonna crash, knowing damn well I have the fucking wheel. What is this? Oh, it's a Buick. It's a coupe SUV. Bro, I thought this was like a fucking GLE coupe for a sec. Alright, going back. So, hey, if you're watching this, shout out, man. You a fucking W. So, I remember I was hanging out with these people, and, we were having a good time, right? We were going to parking garages, ringing bells, getting flicks. And, we were living the fucking dream. And, we got back to my place, right? And, I ended up leaving one of my friends at my place for a couple hours. So, he was just stuck at my place. And he even fucking went on my iPhone XS Max. Shut the house, by the way. And I gotta quickly make this story because my phone's at like 20%. So, yeah. So I left my friend at the house. He was just chilling. And then we got back. I was like, yo, you here? And, when we got back to my place, I'm just trying to think here. Kind of out of breath right now. So, when we got to my place, we were just chilling. We were talking, we were, like, making jokes and stuff. And, we were living life. And then, this one girl, she offered me some weed. I was really hesitant because I was scared it was going to be laced. Like, that's just my fear. I'm just kind of scared that shit's laced. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be the type of person that turns shit down. But I'm not trying to be the type of person to fucking, end up in a fucking hospital. You know what I mean? Because of drugs. Okay, bad enough. Like, I remember 3 freshmen at my school ended up fucking ODing on fent. Like, I'm sorry. If you're fucking putting fentanyl in your drugs, you're just a fucking degenerate fuck. Because, like, what's even the point in this? You know what I mean? So then, she offered me some weed, and I said, you know what, fine. And I said, yo, is this normal weed? And, we ended up having this bowl, right? We put some weed in it, and, well, at first, I wasn't really good at smoking out of a bowl because it was the first time I've smoked, like, actual weed, because back in 2023, I did carts, right? Like vapes with THC in it. So, like, I've never actually done, like, actual bud, because the kind of weed I was smoking, it was bud. So, at first I wasn't, and then eventually I was actually able to get a couple rips out that shit. Now, I remember, like, I was actually kind of scared it was going to be laced because, people were, like, making jokes saying, oh, my God, Vince, it's laced. You're going to green out. I was like, no, I'm not. Like, I was kind of scared. Like, I was kind of using, like, a very whiny voice. Like, bro. Alright, which way should we go? Let's go that way. I was, like, using a very whiny voice. And I was like, no. I'm not gonna green out because, like, let me be real. Like, I am not trying to fucking green out. Like, oh my god, greening out is so fucking ass. Like, bro, I remember, like, a couple nights ago was prom night, and I ended up getting so fucking drunk that I actually felt like I was gonna die. Like, I was, like, really fucking anxious. Like, I'll make a story on that, but I'll just say, that shit felt like I was greening out. You know what I mean? Also, I had some Twisted Tea tonight, and it was really good. Original flavor. So, going back, about like 15 to 30 minutes later, I started to feel it, and boy, oh boy, I could not stop giggling. Like, you know what? Here's a photo from that night. Like, holy fucking shit, I was so fucking faded. Like, I was actually up until, like, 5 a.m. that night. Like, I just could not sleep. Like, weed does, like, different things to people. For some people, it makes them more relaxed. It eases anxiety. But for some people, it can actually make them have more energy. Like, I actually felt like I had energy that night. So then, you know, me and these people, we ended up going to the park. We ended up going on the swings, and, you know, me and my friend, you know, we were just chilling in the Gaga Ball pit. We were on the swings because, you know, the girls that were with us, they ended up bringing men to the house. So we ended up just, like, doing our own thing, and, you know, we just let them be because, you know, we didn't want to bother them. Hold, we're gonna keep quiet here. There's a car coming. Alright, we're good. So, you know, we ended up chilling in the Gaga Ball pit, right? Because, you know, we did not want to bother these people. You know what I mean? Because the moment, like, a girl brings a guy over, like, she's, like, a totally different person. Like, her attention goes from you to the person that she brought. So, you know, we just let them be, and, you know, me and my friend, you know, we ended up just fucking ditched them at a park, right? And we ended up, like, going to Circle K, and, you know, we got some slushies, right? And, you know, and they were, like, texting us, they were like, yo, where'd y'all go, like, I think at the time, like, I can't remember what phone I brought. I think I either brought my 10S Max or my 14 Plus. What the hell? What the hell? Dude, that light just, like, changed position. It's like it's staring at me. Okay, where were we? Okay, like, they were texting us. They were like, yo, where'd y'all go? And, like, little did I know, we actually fucking had a girl that was, like, diabetic, and she ended up, like, texting us saying, yo, blood sugar's low. Give us the code to the apartment so we can get her some sugar. And, you know, at first I was, like, really hesitant because, like, you know, me and my friend, we didn't feel included. All right? We actually felt like, how do I say it? Like, we felt like we were not included. So, at first I was hesitant, and then, you know, I just ended up giving them the code. And when we got back into the house, you know, we were just, like, dead silent. Because, like, when we got in, like, they were already in my apartment. So, it's just, like, me and my friend, you know, we ended up going to my bedroom, all right? We were just chilling in there, and then this one girl comes in, and she ends up saying, hi, boys. And, you know, I was kind of giving them this, I was giving the girl the silent treatment. Like, you know when someone is giving you the silent treatment that they are usually not happy with you. So I was like, hi. You know what I mean? So then me and my friend, we were just talking. I was like, yo, I think I kind of want them to leave because, we don't feel included. And, I was really hesitant because, I didn't want to seem like a fucking jackass for saying, yo, get out. And then I said, all right, bro, I think I should do this. So I eventually got the courage, right, to tell them saying, yo, me and my friend, we do not feel included. Can you guys politely leave? All right? We don't want to seem like a jackass. We were actually being really chill about it. We were just like, yo, we don't feel included. Can you all, respectfully leave? And, this one girl, she was actually pretty chill with it. She was like, okay, Vince, we'll find, a hotel or something. So, yeah. And then I guess this one girl, she kind of took it personal. All right? She ended up, fucking throwing my vape, that night. It was just a fucking lit, crazy movie. So, yeah. That night, I had my vape broken. Because this one girl, she was like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself in your bed. Okay, go get some fucking help. But I guess she makes jokes about this, so I'm like, no, don't kill yourself. You know what I mean? So eventually, they leave. Me and my friend, we just go. We go back to the park. And then we go on the swings. And then we come home. And then I ended up texting my mom saying, yo, this one girl broke my vape. And my mom, she actually thought I was crashing out. I was like, why do you think I'm yelling, all right? Is it because I sound really serious about this, right? So I said, bro, make them buy me a new one. Make them buy me a new one. So that is pretty much the story about how I got high and how I got my vape broken. So I guess moral of the story, I'm just trying to think of a good moral here. If you're going to be hanging out with men, don't bring other men, all right? This goes to the girls. If you're going to be bringing men, I feel like you're just better off just saying, yo, we can't hang out, all right? Because when you're hanging out with people, you want to be included, all right? You don't want to feel like you don't feel included. You know what I mean? So, that's pretty much it. It was a pretty straightforward story. So, thank y'all for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out until then.